You know what I haven't done a review of yet? A Disney movie. So I figured it was high time that I did one, because Disney is one of the biggest staples of my childhood. And you know what? Forget my childhood. Disney is probably one of the biggest staples of many people's childhoods. This company has been at it for close to 90 years now, giving us a whole cache of films that shape many of our childhoods, and the best of which will just never leave us. And it all started with Walt Disney, and what critics at the time called Disney's folly. But Disney's folly, it was not. Or else we might not have had classics like Aladdin, The Lion King, or more recently Frozen. Or even all those fucking classics we all grew up with. And I thought it appropriate that the first Disney movie I tackle should be the very first Disney movie, the very first animated movie ever made, the one that started it all. But I think the first point that should be addressed when dealing with this particular movie is, just because it's the first animated movie ever made, and even the first Disney movie ever made, does that make it the best of the lot? Well, no, it doesn't. Its historical significance can't be overlooked, but just because it's first, that doesn't mean it's the best. But that, of course, doesn't mean that it's no good, because it's still a great movie even today. It is a little dated, but it still holds up pretty well even to this very day. Which I actually find really strange, because when you watch the movie and when you really analyze it, it's so simple. I mean, there is absolutely nothing three-dimensional about the movie. It's got the bland, generic nice princess, the straight-up evil villain, and there's nothing in the plot that's deep at all. This is about as simple fairy tale as Disney can get. And yet, despite not being anything exceptional, it still somehow manages to really pull you in and emotionally resonate with you. Like, Snow White is the archetype, one-dimensional, boring Disney princess. There's nothing at all that's interesting or even all that complex about her, but you still care about her enough that by the end... Oh god. The best parts of the movie, by far, are the dwarves and the evil queen. Again, the queen is not all that interesting, especially when compared to a lot of villains from later Disney films. But she is one of the scariest. She's one cold, sadistic bitch, and the animation, the voice actress, the score, every time she's on screen, I just get the chills. She may not be one of the most three-dimensional, but she sure as hell is one of the scariest. The dwarves have the best song in the entire movie. All their scenes are the most entertaining in the movie, and they all have great personalities. This movie just pretty much make this movie. I mean, when you really get down to it, when you really pick it to the bone, there is nothing three-dimensional or nothing complex or deep at all about this movie. But it's such a really great emotional movie that none of that shit matters. When Walt Disney made this, he sure as hell knew what he was doing. I would say that this was the prototype animated movie, but it was a damn fine prototype that managed to launch a new medium. But there was still plenty of room for improvement. His next film would be the first one to actually perfect it. If you agree or disagree with this video, be sure to discuss in the comments section, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also be sure to check out my blog at The Critical Canucks at blogspot.ca, and also be sure to follow us on Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook, all that jazz. Links to all those are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be seeing you next time. Peace out, everybody.